Hi, this is Shaman Weaver Sheila Baker. So, someone earlier told me that one of the things that they love about shamanic tarot is that I give them simple, usable, they didn't say affordable, but of course it's affordable. So, there you go. Say, hey, Fred, April, Siobhan, nice to see you guys. So, Fred, this one's for you. So there's swords and a heart that's being pierced. Swords are thoughts and ideas. There's the mental realm. So, Fred, what this is saying is that some of the ways that you're thinking are actually hurting your heart. Sometimes it's a physical heart thing, and sometimes it's that emotional heart of ours that gets pierced by those. Stinking thinking. So whatever it is that's going on, it would probably be useful for you to turn the thoughts upside down, and that way I'll just show you, then they fall out of the heart. So there you go. Hey, April, how's it going? Nice to see you. Mary Lisa, nice to see you. Hi, Anita. So April, the Queen of Pentacles, and I'm going to put it up close. You can see she's got a ram over there and a bull. So she's got that nice Taurus earth energy. And what that does for her is it allows her to be grounded in the practical world. You know, the pentacles are money and property and tangible things. Anything you can hold in your hand or walk on is the earth element, the pentacle. So this particular thing, she's a little fixated though, and you can see that her vision is downcast instead of up and looking around. So use this Taurus energy to actually be grounded while you go ahead and look up and around yourself. So there you go. Hey, Susan, nice to see you. Pamela, welcome. Tora, hello. Val, cool to see you. And Judy, hi. I was actually just talking about you earlier tonight. So there you go. Hakuna, nice to see you too, sweetie. All right. So this one is for Siobhan. So contentment. It is not quite bliss. And you can see that right here, this is the reason. Because this person has been maybe into the cups, but also just stacked them up nicely. It's all very, orderly and beautiful and like that. But the arms are crossed. So we know nothing is getting into the heart. So you know that beautiful thing, I open fully to give and receive love. Well, that's yours for tonight, Siobhan. So just practice that. I know you know this one well. And, when we know something well, sometimes what happens is we forget to utilize it. So I open fully to give and receive love. So there you go. Gretchen, this one is for you. Patience is required, because you can see that whatever it is that you've seeded in the practical world, again, money, property, tangible things, you've seeded it well. One of them is ripe, but not all of them yet. So it's good to harvest the one that's ripe and ready, and the rest, it's okay for you to tend to them later. Yeah. Take this one, utilize it, keep tending to the rest. But it's also a kind of later thing. They're not ready just now. I was at the grocery store the other day and I picked up something. I think it was an avocado. And it was like hard like a rock. And I just wondered really if it had even seen a tree ever before. So sometimes we have to tend things, and sometimes we can just set them aside for later. So whatever this is you're tending to, it's okay for you to set it aside for later. All right. Gypsy, this one's for you. Hey, nice to see you. The moon. Okay. So what this card says is whatever you're going through is going to be resolved by the within the moon cycle. And it was just a couple of days ago that I saw this tiny little skiff of the moon in the sky. That's called Diana's bow, and you see that right up here. And then there's the half moon and then the full moon. So by the time it's the next new moon, whatever it is that's causing chaos and torment and angst is going to be it's going to be resolved. The dogs will stop baying. The crawfish will stop coming out of the water, and everything will settle down. So there you go. All right, Douglas, this one's for you. Hey, nice to see you. Ace of Swords, a brand new beginning. A gift from the gods coming out here. Swords, thoughts, idea. Hey, Nirnya, nice to see you. So a gift from the gods, swords, thoughts, ideas, the mental realm. What this is going to do for you, this new idea that you're going to get, this new beginning of these ideas. I'm thinking it's just not one that's going to pop out, but it's going to be like the crowning glory. You've been waiting for this for a while. So be mindful, obviously, because it's a thought. Be mindful of being able to, when it comes, allow yourself to be blissfully astonished and go, whoa, that's brilliant, because it's been a while in coming. So there you go, Douglas. Nice to see you. Marilisa, this one is for you. You are being given, see, that's that crossed arms thing. So we've seen it twice already tonight. So for those of us who are closed off, this is the way that people know we're closed off, because our arms are crossed. Here's a gift from the gods coming out of the sky for you. It's emotional. And you can see that your cups are all lined up here, nice and tidy. Everything's nice and tidy. But this new gift is going to be it's like a bonus. It's like a gift from the gods if you can stop pouting long enough to accept it. So open your arms to receive. There you go. Anita, this one's for you. All right, time to let something go. The Death card signifies a rebirthing of something. Douglas, you're very welcome. A rebirthing of something. But in order for something to be reborn, we have to allow it to go by, to succumb. So now that I'm seeing this, and for you, what my sense is that the bear is a wonderful ally, and this is for everybody tonight. The bear is a wonderful ally for transmuting that which we are willing to let go of. Okay, so give it to the bear. Say, I'm releasing this. I'm ready to let this die and to have something come up again. And then be mindful, because we're almost at winter solstice. Be mindful what happens over the next 12 weeks by the time that you get to spring equinox. And in the middle of that is February 2nd, when we rekindle the light. So be mindful of these markers. Notice what's happening on the 20th of December. Notice what's happening on the 2nd of February. Then notice what's happening on March the 20th. So let something go so that you can flourish in this new growth. Val, hey girl, how are you? So this one's for you. This is a mastery of the mind, the King of Swords. I'm going to put it up close, and you can see over top of his head are butterflies and the crescent moon up here. Okay, butterflies are about transformation. Swords are thoughts and ideas. So what kind of thoughts and ideas are you ready to and willing to transform? I've been talking about shamanic shapeshifting. And one of the beautiful things about that is in order for us to shapeshift something, we have to have a new perspective. And butterflies and the transformation that they go through give us that new perspective. So look look for, first of all, being a caterpillar and then shedding that old skin. And they do it in a way that is gracious. They cocoon themselves all up. They go into what looks like a hibernation kind of thing. So this is a beautiful place to be doing that in the winter. So lovely time for this, these new ideas and this new way of thinking and mastering it. So there you go, Val. Nice to see you. Hey, Jennifer. All right, Susan, this one's for you. Oh, you're at a crossroads. So, wands are passion and fire and drive and connection to the divine. You've already made the decision. You might not have told yourself, because sometimes we do that. We decide something and then what ends up happening is we don't tell ourselves. And then we go, whoa, I didn't know that. But this crossroads that you're at, you've already made the decision. You may be looking out into crystal gazing there to see if you can get confirmation that this is the right way, but you've got a walking stick in your hand and you're about ready to take that next step. Now, where we also see this is in the Fool, who's way out there on a precipice ready to take the next step, whereas this person here has made the decision but not the action yet. So there you go. So if you're interested in learning about the tarot for yourself and then maybe for others, early next year, I'm going to be teaching a class on tarot for you and them. So there you go. And we'll tell you more about that. Hey, Ben, how are you doing? Nice to see you, Jennifer. Pamela, this one's for you. Happy house. So 4 of Wands, passion, fire, drive, connection to the divine. I'm going to put it up. You can see that the people here are dancing, holding up flowers and bouquets. Back here, they're already in festive mode. The garland hung here. And what a beautiful time of the year for this kind of a card. It appears, Pam, that what you're going to be doing is sharing your space with others and beautifying it. And I know that you know how to do that. So great card for you. Really lovely. And Judy, this one's for you. Swords, ideas. So the mental realm. Hey, Amy. The mental realm and the pages are messengers. So a new idea is coming, and it's going to be a big one, because look, it's way off the card there, not even being confined. So this is this is good. Okay, this is a card of no more confinement. I'm done being confined by things. Finding a new way so that you can come out of your confinement, whatever that means to you, and be able to really use the energy behind this, because you can see he's up, he's ready to take a whack at it. So be mindful that this new idea might require some action. That'd be fun. All right, cool. Oh, Pam, awesome. I'd love to have you in my class. Karen, nice to see you. Okay, Tora, how the heck are you? I've been loving your posts. They've been just real fun and wonderful and good for you. And look what you drew. So the Tower. And you can see that there's a big old lightning bolt coming out of the sky, starting the fire. People are jumping out to their chagrin. However, Tora, This is necessary destruction for positive reconstruction. In order to be able to transform, the beautiful part is we've got to be able and willing to take that step, to leap off of the tower, and know that there is no, how is the phoenix ever going to rise if the fire doesn't happen? So this is exactly the same thing, Torah. You're being called to not to endure the fire, not to go down in the flame, but to rise up again. So beautiful. Nice to see you. Thanks for joining me. Hakuna, this is for you. The sun. Okay, this is the everything is going to be all right card. So if you've been wondering, you can stop wondering now. Your problems are as big as a small child on a small pony. And the reason that we know that this is happening is, look at the sunflowers back here. Small wall back here, big sun, lots of radiance, and the divine connection over here in the banner. So if you have been troubled, you can rest assured that everything's going to be okay. And here's the other thing, and this is for all of us. If you find a card of significance, and I would say that there's no really one card more significant than the other, but the major arcana are divinity attempting to get through. So when you see these and when they resonate with you, find them online, enlarge them in black and white, and color them. It concretizes it into your body. And just think about this. If you show up every week and get a card, after 1 year, you have 52 of the 78 cards. And so what you can do is you can start to go, oh, did this show up for me before? Is this the first time? Because there's learning in each and every one of the cards. So find it, color it, make it yours. All right. Tiana, this one's for you. The Empress. So another major arcana. She comes from love. Look at, here's Venus, and up here in her scepter over here is also the sign of Venus. She is a woman who is comfortable. And look, the rest of the queens are sitting on, they've got thrones and all that, but they're not cushioned thrones. The Empress here has the ability to do charitable work because she doesn't have to think about the army or the horses or feeding anybody. She can then turn her attention to taking care of her people. And the Emperor does the other stuff. She gets to be full of charity and she comes from love. So beautiful role model for you. There you go. Hey, Courtney. D, this one's for you. The meeting of two emotional equals, which causes a healing. And so this could be outside of yourself, but very often this is inside of us, and we're lining it up so that our masculine side and our feminine side are equal to one another. You know, when I was in shamanic training years ago, what I discovered is that my masculine side was a baby. My feminine side was up doing her thing and all of that. But the masculine, that part of me that says, okay, we're going to get this done and let's be decisive about that and take action, was a tiny baby. No, so the two were not congruous. They weren't working together. So I grew up my masculine side to be fully equal to my feminine. And as I did that, things became easier. The healing that happened inside, the conflicts about, you know, can I do this? And all that chitter chatter that happens when you're starting to take action just started to calm down. That was a big healing for me. So look for some healing coming from this meeting of two emotional equals. Hey, Allison. Jeff, this one's for you. Oh, happy, happy, joy, joy, bliss card. Cups, emotions, the watery realm. So you can see kids dancing and playing, a couple with their arms uplifted. Seems like everything is pretty good in this card. It's beyond contentment to what I call bliss. And I honestly believe that we're all here to live in bliss, and anything else is BS. And yet there are things in life that come up, growth periods that come and they challenge us, apparently growth, and I think maybe this is something that we can bust. Apparently growth isn't gracious and easy, but I think maybe it can be. And with this, you know that it is leading you to the next higher step. When you get a 10 like this, it's all going to it's all going to start all over again. So look for some new loves. Doesn't have to be a person. It can be new coffee. It can be whatever. But have a look at this. So there you go. Yes, nice. Jennifer, this one's for you. Another major arcana. Heavy on major arcana tonight. How nice. The Lovers. So we just saw the meeting of two emotional equals. Sometimes that moves into being the Lovers, but not always. So this says, and this is once again one of those things, is this an inside game or is this an outside game? And you get to decide about this. But you have lots of energy. This is a beautiful card. Big volcanic mountain behind you, an angelic being overseeing the whole thing with arms up. This is a blessing. So the Lovers, lovely blessing for you. Ryan, hi. Nice to see you again. This one's for you. Page of Cups. Something bubbling up from the deep unconscious to be made conscious. So he's not, it's supposed to be a dolphin. That dolphin is not going to stay in the cup. So there's no point in attempting to go, oh, I'm going to squish this down one more time. It's not going to happen. What's going to happen is that whatever's emotionally bubbling up is up for being healed. And look, this page is perfectly willing to look that fish right in the eye and to deal with it. So earlier I was talking to someone about emotions. Emotions are energy in motion. You're not supposed to hang on to them. Allow them to move through. Sometimes they have lessons. Sometimes they just make us feel good, or sometimes not so good. But learn the lesson of the emotion and let it flow. There you go. Hey, Janess, nice to see you. Jeff, you are so welcome. Ben. The Knight of Wands, passion, fire, drive, connection to the divine. On his garment, he has lizards. Lizards wake up your dreams. And this horse is ready to go. This is bringing the body, mind, and spirit together, because, that's part of what's going on. Wands, passion, fire, drive, connection to the divine. So there's a quest going on to wake up your dreams while you're bringing the body, mind, and spirit together. Love to hear how that's going. So there you go. Amy, here's one for you. The Queen of Cups. So there she is sitting on her old hard bench there. The Empress is the one with all the cushions and all of this. She has a beautiful, lovely throne, this woman. She's got nice little cupids back there. She's got a wonderful chalice in front of her. But she's a little fixated and she's holding on a little tight. Emotions are water. They're mutable. They're fluid. They're meant to be in play. They're not meant to be held onto. So if you're finding that you're ruminating on something, Here's a great shamanic trick for you. Write it down, whatever, and this is for all of us, whatever you're ruminating on, write it down, okay? Burn it. Okay, we want to transform the energy from something that we're I want this, to something that is using all of the elements. So you use the mental realm to write it down. You use the element of fire to burn it, the smoke to carry the air to carry the smoke, and then burn it and let it go, and then watch how quick it manifests for you. So there's a great little tip for all of us. Karen, this one's for you. Hey, Susan, Brian, you're welcome. And Candy, hi, nice to see you. Karen, 7 of Wands. So Wands, passion, fire, drive, connection to the divine. So you've been through a something, okay? You have risen above it. And now you get to stand your ground. There's no need to go back and re-engage with it. It's not going to alter it. It's going to add to the frustration and the angst. So just continue to stand your ground. Know I have risen above this. And if you need to do a little gesture, go right it. Nope, risen above that. Go ahead and do that, because there are potentialities in drawing you back in. Don't go. There you go. All right, Courtney. This one's for you. Okay, cups, water, emotions, fluidity. This one says that you have a lot of choices. And sometimes having a lot of choices is actually a detriment. If you only have 2 choices, that's easy, this one or that one. But you have a lot of choices. This card says to stop the indecision and choose one. And here's the beautiful thing about having so many choices is if you can choose any one. And if it doesn't pan out, then you go, oh, okay, what did I learn from that? Oh, I learned this. Awesome. Now I'm making another choice. Oh, okay, and I learned that. Life is a continual foray into making a decision, following the decision along that track for as long as it serves, and then making another decision. I don't think anyone decides something early in their life and holds that decision the whole way through their life, because we grow, we evolve, we change. And if you're stuck in a decision that you made when you were 20 and you have another decade or so in there, you're going to learn something. We don't make the same decisions at life points all the way along. We maybe grow out of adolescence, or who knows, maybe not. There you go. Nice to see you. Allison, here's one for you. The Hierophant. A 5. 5s are lessons. So Allison, this is a lesson for you. Okay. You have all the keys. See them right down there. Okay. Other people even come and say, why is this and why is that? And you have the ability to tell them. This card says that you may have been called to conform to something. This card also says that since you have the keys, and since the only person who's in authority is someone who's written something, you get to write your own life. So a few minutes ago, I was just talking about having something, burning it, see it all transmute. So this is kind of the antithesis of this. This is you creating a life out of what you already know. And what other people come and ask you about. Oftentimes when they come and ask you, you get an opportunity to give them some information that maybe you hadn't even heard from yourself before. That's the beautiful part about being asked for advice, is that sometimes when it comes through, it's not you coming through, it's spirit coming through you. So, oh, here's a great tip. Listen to your own advice. Ha, that's a good one, isn't it, for all of us? Courtney, you're so welcome. Janez, this one is for you. Hard work, and it's done. This person is putting the finishing touches on the final pentacle. Money, I like that. Money, property, tangible things. The finishing touches are going on now. The hard work is done. And as a matter of fact, it may be even so well done that you're hanging it on the wall. So, I don't know if people are still doing this, but it used to be that when we got a certificate of completion, then boom, we would hang it on the wall. And so what this says is that you're accomplished. And I'll tell you another little trick here. Write down your accomplishments, and this is for all of us. Go back and look at what you have achieved, what you have accomplished, what you've done. And if there are times when you're feeling like, oh, I'm such a loser, or, I can't do anything, or I can't do that next step, pull it out. Because when you look, most of us walk, right? We're mostly walking around. We've achieved that, but we don't give ourselves any kind of respect for all of the things that we've achieved along the way. So my suggestion to you, to all of you, is that you write down your accomplishments and you add to them, and you continue to add to them. And then even you can string yourself a little necklace of the beads of accomplishment, so that you've actually got something, a concrete something in your hands, so that you can go, wow, I've accomplished all of this and I'm not done yet. So there you go. All right. Sarah, hey, nice to see you. Sorry you were having phone troubles, but you got back just in time. So here you go. Two of Swords, thoughts, idea, the mental realm. And if you go out and look at the night sky tonight, you're going to see this little crescent moon up there. The ideas and thoughts are off the charts. So do not rely on what you can see. Okay? This is all an illusion. Have a look around you. You've created the illusion of a living room, the illusion of a kitchen. It's concrete, and yes, you can touch it, but it's still all a creation of illusion. Use all of your senses. Use your sense of smell, your sense of touch, your sense of taste, your gut, your deep intuition. And before long, I'm going to have a course that's called Dive Deep, Enhance Your Intuition. So it's 6 weeks online, so look for that, because this would be a really useful thing to follow up this card with, was really dropping down into your intuition and using that to guide yourself. So go out, look at the night sky, and apparently there's a comet that's going to be close to us and visible, if you have clear skies, sometime between Thursday and Monday. Monday's the best viewing. So get out there, look up, and check out the moon and the night sky. Susan Johnson, this one is for you. Despair, disillusion, but it says it's over because this is a 9. And it's in the mental realm. So often, we're up there doing mind frick, and that we get ourselves into feelings, emotions that are actually mutable, but we sort of hold on to them. And here's a wonderful thing. If you can anchor a positive feeling for 16 seconds, it gets internalized. Anything less, it fleets by. I'm betting that each and every one of us can go and find a crappy story from our past and recount in detail the whole thing. And it will take you more than 16 seconds. But the thing that in the present we don't do is that we don't have a something happen and then hold that awesome vibration of celebration, excitement for 16 seconds. So I invite us all to do this. And as a beautiful thing for you to be able to move from despair into action, the next card after this is a karmic ending. So you're very close to putting all these things to rest. So that's a beautiful incentive for just allowing it to move through thoughts and ideas, the mental realm. And Candy, this one's for you. Jordan, hi, nice to see you. And Sherry, hi, nice to see you too. Okay, Candy, the Hermit. So it's time for you to have a timeout. And I mean this in the best way. The Hermit is the one who has the willingness to climb the mountain, to do a quest, a vision quest for themselves, and then turn around and bring that information, that joy, that light back out to the rest of us. So if a true vision quest isn't possible, you can do a mini one. Unplug on a Friday night and don't replug until Monday morning. And honestly, close your blinds and seriously unplug every electrical thing that you can think of. Cook your stuff ahead of time so that you don't have to spend time doing that. Do some meditating, do some journaling. There's a wonderful chakra meditation over on shamanweaver.com. You can get that and use it. It's supposed to be the bomb. And it's on the front page. It's free, so feel free to grab that and take yourself a little rest. There you go. Sherry, this one's for you. Knight of Pentacles. So pentacles are money and property and tangible things. You can see he's got one in his hand, so he knows what he's looking for. That's what knights do. They go on quests, just like the Hermit there. However, this guy and his horse are not moving. So you can see, I'm going to put it up close, he's got big old spurs. He could spur the horse on, or he could use some incentive. So my suggestion to you is that you use an incentive. Incentivize, is that a word? Incentivize this horse to get moving, because you're on a quest, but right now you're in that place where I call it a pause. So press play and get moving. All right, Jordan, this one is for you. The Two of Pentacles. So you can see that there's a ship down here that's closer and one way out here. So this juggling of money and property and tangible things is not anything that you're, let me do this differently, is something that you're used to. The reason I know that is because the pentacles are in an infinity sign. They are not going to fall down. You do not need to worry about, oh my God, can I handle this? You are handling it. You have handled it before, and your ship is coming in. So there's a little bit of patience is necessary. It's a little bit like, I know what I'm doing. Here's the reassurance. Tell yourself, I know what I'm doing. I've done this before. Okay, there, and write it on your bathroom mirror. There you go. Donna, hi, nice to see you. How are you doing? Okay, so here's a card for you, Donna. The Eight of Swords. Swords are thoughts and ideas and the mental realm. So this woman is bound. She's stuck with all of these swords on either side of her. We don't know exactly how bound she is. We know that her feet aren't bound. She can walk. And so, and if she wiggled around, she could well get out of this. However, she's just standing right there. So this is a present moment situation. You're bound by thoughts and ideas that are holding you, well, they're stuck. These ideas are stuck. This woman can either regress and go back to what was, or she can progress and go into what is right, true, and beautiful for her and what she can create. She needs to shrug off those bindings, take off the eye cover, look around, and then decide, oh, do I want to stay where I am? So you have three options: regress, progress, or stay stuck. So beautiful, because it's all in the mental realm, you know. And I was just talking with someone earlier today who said it is 80% mindset and 20% action. So, you know, change your mind. Jalicia, yeah, sure. Let me grab you a card. Here you go. Ooh, the Knight of Cups. Now, we just had the Knight of Pentacles, who isn't spurred on yet. This horse and this knight are ready to go. They're waiting for a message. And the reason I know that is because way up here is Mercury, okay? The mental realm. So the mental realm is going to tell the emotional realm when to take that next step. So, and you know how they're going to do it? Because you're going to listen to your gut, because you're going to bring the mental and the heart down into the body, and your intuition is going to tell you when and how to act. You already know why. So there you go. So everybody, thanks so much for joining me. Look for my, pardon me, for my 6-week tarot class. Love to see you there, and I will see you next week. Bye-bye.